Hey, little bit. This is Purge, and I'm bringing you guys a pro level gameplay. I'm going to be watching Quantic versus Absolute Legends, and this is a game from the Defense, which is sponsored by Own3D. So I hope you guys enjoy the cast here. They did already get their picking underway. I watched that go down, but unfortunately I was not in the game at the time, so I could not record the picking and banning. But most of you guys probably don't care about that anyways, unfortunately, which makes me sad. But that's okay. All right, for Quantic, we have Link here going to be playing the Invoker. Mania is going to be on, and Earthshaker. We have Miguel is on the Shadow Shaman, and finally. We have Angel on the Mirana, and the last player is going to be Rise on the Vengeful Spear. For the Dire team, Absolute Legends, Black Shatana is going to be playing Bounty Hunter. Bleak is on the left track. I'm not really sure who this guy is. I don't know if they picked up a new player, or if they just changed their name. Godot is on Ancient Apparition. Musica is on Windrunner. Finally, Snoopy is going to be playing Sand King. So, I'm not really sure which guy is missing. Risk is missing. That's who's missing. I don't know if he just changed his name to Bleak or what. But he's the one player that's missing that I'm not recognizing. So this is in the, I believe, the losers bracket of the playoffs of the Defense. So it's definitely wrapping up, getting very close to the end here. But it should be a really cool game. Last game was pretty awesome. Absolute Legends actually drafted a Silencer and made him their semi to hard carry. It worked out really, really nicely, actually. They got tons of damage out of him, fast force staff, and stole a ton of intelligence over the course of the game. But Quantic is going to start off with an Observer Ward placed on the Dire's side. Position. It's going to stop any pulling there. Black Shatan hanging out by the top tower. He's going to go Stout Shield first. Looks like he is going to be soloing here. Musica in the mid lane going for 4 Ironwood branches as well as a Salve Tango. And that should be looking pretty good. Miguel up against him, and that's actually a semi-equal lane. Usually Shadow Shaman is able to outlast or outlane most of the players that he plays against, so I think that's going to work out pretty good. But it looks like we're doing a tri-lane on the bottom. Snoopy, Ancient Apparition, as well as Bleak on the left track. Once again, don't know if it's Risk or not, but he's going to get a deny, and this is going to be able, it's going to allow them to actually outlast hit Link here. Are they going to get the stuff? No, it looks like Sand King actually changed lanes going to the mid lane, possibly trying to shut down the Sand King, or the Shadow Shaman. We'll see if that's going to work out, but immediately right off the bat, Mania and Rise are going to be looking for a kill as well. They both have stuns. Vengeful Spirit most likely going to start it off, and it looks like, yeah, Musica playing safe on the low ground. He knows that the support heroes are probably on the top lane. I don't know if they have been given vision of or not yet, but look, there's one ping. I don't know, Snoopy might just be in position to stun if he needs to. I don't know if he's getting vision from these creeps or not, but it's getting a little closer. And is Lashback outlasting the Invoker? That's the real question. He's going for Diabolic Edict as well as stun, so it looks like he may want to take a really fast tower here, which could work out quite well for him. Shadow Shaman now level 2, 419 gold. He's actually farming quite well here. He's got about 350 gold so far since the start of this game. Windrunner doing pretty good as well. I think they're both going to grab bottles. We're going to see how well the runing goes for either player. And Mirana versus Bounty Hunter in the top lane. Not too bad of a matchup for Bounty Hunter. With that Stout Shield, he will be able to block a lot of damage. And with his Janata maxed out like this, he's going to get crits every 10 seconds now. And every time you get a crit, you're very, very likely to get a last hit. It looks like the Vengeful Spirit and the Earthshaker might find the Ancient Apparition. Leshrac going to be backing up as well. Lesh still level 2 here. Here come the stun. Is he going to get a fissure block? It's going to be close. There's the first stun on Ancient Apparition. That's going to be a block for him. He actually is able to catch both heroes now, and that's a cold feet, or cold snap on Ancient Apparition. That's going to cause him to die. The stun goes down by Bleak, but he's in a little bit of trouble as well. Not going to get a block off by the Earthshaker, and that's only going to be a single kill. Snoopy coming along, but everybody is just too highly leveled here. Too much HP, basically, is what I meant to say. And none of those guys are going to go down. It's a nice fissure block by the Earthshaker. Great stun by Vengeful Spirit. I didn't think he was going to actually block both heroes, but he did. Really, really well played there by Mania. Nice job there. Back on the mid lane, Shadow Shaman now level 3 up against the Windrunner. Does either guy have a bottle yet? Doesn't quite look like it. They'll be picking those up soon. Looks like Bounty Hunter being as annoying as possible against the Priest of the Moon. She's going to drop a Star Storm, which is going to hit the Bounty Hunter for 1.5 times the damage, since he was nice and close. He does have a poor man's shield picked up, which means every time that Potom hits him, he takes 20 less damage. And if she's only hitting for 54, that is a lot of protection. He runs back into the jungle, pops the Shadow Walk, and surprisingly still doesn't have the Shuriken Toss. He's going to get a hit off in any second there. There it is. There's extra damage. He's basically going for a harass build here, opting not to get Shuriken. It costs more mana. If he just gets a couple early levels of Shadow Walk and Janata, he can continue to do this and spend just a little bit of mana to outlane the Mirana. Looks like Sand King gets a kill on the bot lane against the Vengeful Spirit. Invoker in a little bit of trouble. He's going to get stunned by Snoopy as well. This could be his death here. And yes, the Diabolic Edict will score the kill. Earthshaker trying to make something happen here. Leshrac will be eating a tango in just a second. There's a Clarity Potion on Snoopy, and nobody else is going to score a kill there. Bleak's going to pull a range creep on pass, but that's not really a big deal. And that's actually a smoke casted I don't know if that was just to keep him alive or what. I was actually casting all 3 guys. A little confused about that, but Sand King will be on the side. He's going to have some boots now. Priest Moon in some trouble. Once again, doing the same thing. Invisibility with Janata, getting ready to do the last hit. There it is. His salve is going to get a little bit wasted, but still pretty good damage being done to the Priest Moon. He's going to have to back off once again. He's going to be able to win his lane just by using this. Shadow Walk spam and Clarity Potion. Clarity Potions gives him like more than enough mana to spam the Shadow Walk. He's going to be critting for good damage there. Shadow Shaman in some trouble though. Here comes the gank. Snoopy's going to get the first one off. There's the Cold Feet as well and the Ice Vortex. Is it going to be long enough to disable? I don't know. Is he going to get frozen? He does get frozen. Power Shot is on cooldown. He did actually miss that there. A couple hits coming from the illusion. And is that going to be enough? No! He gives it up. Doesn't shoot a Power Shot. I can't believe it, Musica. Oh, I thought he was going to get that. He didn't shoot the Power Shot. He had the mana. He went within tower range, but he got scared. A little surprised about that. Could have gotten that kill. Miguel ends up surviving. Not surprising. Or very surprising. Now Shaitan on the top lane. Looks like Earthshaker getting a kill on Leshrac. Diabolic Edict was used. 2 levels of each. He's now a level 4 hero. And Link, surprisingly, needs to get defended very heavily in this game. And is doing fine. He does have his phase boots up. So his last hitting and his chase potential are looking really good. And with stuns coming from Vengeful Spirit and the Earthshaker, he's definitely looking to make a lot of stuff happen here. Musica low HP on the mid lane. He's going to back on up. 3 levels of Power Shot. 1,400 gold. He hasn't even spent his money yet. Is he going to get a bottle or is he going to buy something, man? He's actually just going to go phase boots first. So he's going to pick up phase boots really fast. It's going to give him good last hitting power. If Shadow Shaman comes back, it's going to be hard for him to actually get last hits. He is a level 5 here. Isn't 6 yet. Kind of surprising. But once those phase boots come to the Windrunner, going to be hitting for plus 24 damage, which is going to be tough for the Shadow Shaman to fight against, unless he does use a lot of mana. Link once again giving last hits level 4. Now Snoopy coming around the side. Ancient Apparition in position as well. Is he going to get stuff? No, he's just going to back off. Stun range is not super long once it's when a stun is a very low level. Just another hit goes into the Ancient Apparition. I'm sorry, the Vengeful Spirit. And Snoopy trying to get ready to swing around. It's such a tense moment. All 3 of these heroes on both sides are very, very dangerous. Ancient Apparition arguably one of the lesser, but still definitely a lot of action to be had here. Black Shaitan being aggressive once again. He's going to use Track offensively to do a little bit more damage to the Mirana. She's going to have to pop her salve and heal on up, and Black Shaitan actually, he does have a Ring of Health, so not going to be the worst situation for him ever. Ancient Apparition backing up to check a rune. It did end up being bottom, so he will be invis for the next upcoming team fight. No ward by the Radiant team. They don't actually know that he's invisible here, and he will, burns the invis to use the Observer ward, but it kind of needed to happen there, just to give any vision of whether or not Vengeful Spirit and Earthshaker came mid. Couple more last hits so far. Leshrac still does not have any levels of lightning, so it's going to be hard for him to contribute to his lane. Or at least until there's a couple stuns off. But I don't think they're expecting to fight a tri-lane of the Invoker as well as the Vengeful Spirit and the Earthshaker here. We're hoping to just do a really, really aggressive tri-lane and shut him down. Black Shaitan getting healed up. He does have 2 levels of Shuriken now. I kind of like this item build. Very, very cool skill build here. Pick up the early harass possibilities, and now he gets 2 levels of Shuriken to get the 200 damage there. The last hits, Link, Phase Boots Wand, still very survivable, level 5, 3 levels of Quas, so he has plenty of regen. He's actually just going to leave it on Quas just in case he gets initiated on. Mirana level 6, Boots with the Basilius. Bounty Hunter trying to be aggressive, but still doesn't have a lot of regen, unfortunately for him. Priest Moon will continue getting a couple hits on him, and he will get this one, I think. Yes, he does. Musica in the mid lane. Shadow Shaman looks like he is roaming to the top lane. He does have a smoke casted on him. He must have used his own smoke. Looking to get a kill and then take a tower. But what he's going to start off with is a shackle. I don't know if they're going to find him or not. Looks like Bounty Hunter decides to back off. I guess he's going to run all the way back, get his mana. Courier is coming from him. It's going to be some boots. I don't know if he's just going to meet these and run back or what, but Shadow Shaman wasting a little bit of time here. Just about to run out of smoke, and he's going to back up into the trees. And there's the boots. Yeah, Bounty Hunter decides to go all the way back to base to get healed up. Tri-lane on the bot lane, not working so well for Absolute Legends so far. Sand King still level 3, Leshrac level 4, Ancient Apparition level 4, but no items here. Earthshaker still in position to defend, Vengeful Spirit doing the same. They just want to make sure that the Invoker doesn't get shut down, like Absolute Legends has planned them to do. Absolute Legends is up 1-0 in this best of 3 though. They just need one more win to take it here. That's why Bounty Hunter went back to base, buys the TP scroll. He's going to be able to track one of these heroes. Doesn't want to run within tower range. Is he going to initiate? Here's the first stun. There's the initiation now on Vengeful Spirit. Nice stun by SK. Going to hit 2 heroes. Good fissure as well from Earthshaker. Snoopy kind of on the wrong side, but he will run on out. He does have invisibility. Sandstorm if needed. 3 levels of Diabolic Edict. Will they push the tower now? There is a wand. There's the track. He's going in. We're going to see a stun from SK within the Ice Vortex, taking extra damage here. There's the damage going down. Another stun from the Leshrac, and he will get picked off. Gondor still within tower range, might be in a little bit of trouble here. Not going to see a stun from Leshrac for another 2 seconds, and he does get picked off. No invisibility for Black Shaitan. He does end up dying. 3 levels of Shuriken Toss now. A little bit of a loss there. He's going to be able to pick up a wand. The arrow's coming through. It's going to land on Snoopy. 5-second disable. That's a guaranteed kill there. Very nicely done by Priest of the Moon. Easy kill picked up there just by landing there. He's going aggressive. He wants to get the kill on the Leshrac. He's going to juke. Nice play so far. He does stop his stun. But Priest of the Moon in a lot of trouble. There's the Diabolic Edict. He's trying to get in there. And now it's going to do the damage. Is he going to be able to get the kill? He does. Great play by Bleak here. Dodging the Star Storm. And then getting in there with the Diabolic Edict to score that kill by on the Priest of the Moon. Bounty Hunter unfortunately did die there, and top tower gets killed as well. I don't know if Shadow Shaman took that or that was Priest of the Moon, but top tower did fall down in the meantime while he was ganking on the bot lane. Shadow Shaman now on the bot. Arcane, no wards for him. Zen King popping his Sandstorm down to do a little bit of AoE damage. He's going to eat a Fissure as well. Cold Snap as well. That's a big trouble for Sand King. Most likely he will die there. Wow, big mistake by him. Was not expecting the Fissure to come down, stop his invisibility. Immediate Cold Snap and a great Shackle. Great coordination there by Quantic. They definitely deserve that kill. TP to the top lane. Mirana going back to her lane. Level 8 with Phase Boots. Very fast. Good last hitting power. Shaitan will take a few hits. Mirana getting tracked as well. Black Shaitan now going invisible. There's the stun from AL. Looking to stop the creep wave. Are they going to get a last hit? No. Shadow Shaman gets the last hit. Windrunner was going for wards. Decided not to last hit. A little bit of a mistake from Musica there, in my opinion. And the last ward will drop down. They do farm those at least. It makes up slight amounts of the gold, but not nearly as much as it could. There's a ward drop down by Vengeful Spirit. They will get spotted. See if that gets counter-warded shortly. And so far, a 2-tower disadvantage for the Dire team. Don't think they're expecting this. There isn't a ton of counter push on the Radiant, and as well not a ton of push, mostly just the Shadow Shaman, but not able to defend their lanes. Windrunner now going to clear the mid creep. Bounty Hunter in position to get the disables off. He is level 8. He does have a Ring of Health. There's the A ulti coming through. It's actually going to go to the bot lane, I guess. Not going to be landing on anything this game. A ulti comes through, does the debuff on Earthshaker at least. A little bit of damage there. And there's a track on the Vengeful Spirit just to get the vision on whatever she can see. Invoker now being aggressive on the bot lane, level 6. He does have a staff. Probably going to get a fast 4 staff. Very, very good against the chasing Leshrac or Bounty Hunter. I like this pickup. A couple more last hits coming from him. And another smoke getting casted. I don't know if that was within range of the track or not. Might have been a mistake. Let's see if the Dire team reacts as such. Shadow Shaman getting in position. He does have a fast Ogre Club here. Gonna go for a Blacking Bar. Musica in some trouble though. Here comes, there's the Fissure. Here comes the Shackle. Gonna start off 2.5 seconds and the Hex immediately afterwards. And the damage is plenty there. Man, that is the danger with Earthshaker. You can Fissure outside of range. You don't see it coming. And that just starts these entire initiation. Wards are dropped now. And just great play so far between this Earthshaker and the Shadow Shaman. Just absolutely great coordination. Tower is taking plenty of damage. Creep wave will be cleared. Angel dropping a Starstorm once again. And that's going to be the 3rd tower for Quantic now. Absolute Legends really fighting up a hill. Link getting last hits on the melee creeps. And they're going to push 2, I guess. Going for it. There's a stun on Snoopy. Here comes the Shackle. He is disabled. He eats an arrow as well, and that's going to be it for Snoopy. Great play so far by Quantic. Vengeful Spirit probably going to get picked off. Yes, he does with Track Gold. They will continue chasing. Still 6-second cooldown left on Track. There's the slow. There's the damage on Miguel. Cold Feet as well. Here comes the Track. Track finally dropped down. He goes invisible as well. Going to get a crit off. Is it going to be enough, though? The bottle is popped. Shadow Shaman has a lot of kill potential here, but Black Shaitan looking to be aggressive. He is getting follow-up from Ancient Apparition, but the Cold Snap from Invoker is going to put Bounty Hunter in a lot of trouble here. There's the Tornado as well doing some damage. Will he go invisible? Yes, he will go invisible, but the nukes are too much. Miguel gets the kill. Fade time not high enough at level 2 there. He did get killed, and Ancient Apparition as well going to get picked off. Quantic just outplaying Absolute Legends in this game. That's what I'd call it, man. They're winning the team fights, they're winning the small skirmishes, and Quantic is looking really good here. Windrunner going to pop her bottle, healing up, maybe try to take the mid tower. Vengeful Spirit will be here to defend this. He's level 6. Are we going to see a swap? He's baiting out the swap at least. That's going to scare Muzukun enough to think that somebody else was there when really it was just Vengeful Spirit in position. Priest of the Moon was around, did have an arrow, but don't know if that would have happened. Link continuing to solo in the bot lane. Does he have his Force Staff coming? He's got a lot of gold missing. Yes, he does. Force Staff is finished for him. And Shadow Shaman at 1200 gold, getting closer to that Black King bar. Leshrac now on the top lane. He goes for fast point booster here just to get him good survivability as well as mana pool. I like this item pickup, and I also like Phase Boots. When you go Diabolic Edict to Leshrac, this is oftentimes the best, just so you can chase a little bit better. Couple heroes coming to defend the top lane. Once again, going to see a fissure from outside of range this time because of smoke. Follow-up shackle, is it going to happen? Here's the fissure. It does drop down wrong side though. There's the perfect ward trap going on the Leshrac, and wards are doing plenty of damage. That's going to be an easy kill there. Leshrac does pop Diabolic Edict, but doesn't do much of anything there. And nice, another kill coming out of Quantic Gaming. Using wards for that one, but all the easy towers are down, so at this point wards are a little bit better for taking out towers and things like that. Snoopy grabbing a little bit of pull EXP and farm. It's kind of the problem with a tri-lane SK is you oftentimes are behind on EXP and farm. Any support here, that's going to be the case, of course. It's going to do a little bit of stacking here with some regular neutrals. Something you can do while you're passing through the jungle. Level 6 on AA. And Snoopy going to grab some EXP once again. Getting closer to level 6 gives him so many more options once he does actually pick that up. It's going to make a big difference. Leshrac chasing out with the Phase Boots. Roaming through the jungle. And Bounty Hunter looking for the attack. There it is. There's the slow. Here comes the fissure. Are we going to get it? No, the tornado is great here. And they're going to have to back up. Shadow Shaman does force... They force a TP on Shadow Shaman at least. He does have some slow. Are we going to see the chase though? Doesn't look like it. Was thinking about maybe getting a tornado off. There's a little bit of Hex going on Leshrac, but that's just going to burn the mana out of the Shadow Shaman just a little bit. A ulti coming through as well. And it's going to hit on a creep. Rise now in the mid lane, grabbing some solo EXP as level 7. Grabbing some farm as well. Very atypical. But Shadow Shaman has been ganking heavy, man. He doesn't care about his farm at this point. He's getting farmed by killing. Vengeful Spirit, in this sense, is able to get levels in EXP. Going to be getting closer towards grabbing, I don't know, level 11. That's the important part. Grabbing the tank to survive as well as the level 11 to get the better swap. And there's the gank on the top lane. Sanking. Nice. Just going to eat him with an arrow there. Cleans him up easily. Ultimate Orb on the Mirana. Quantic is just destroying Absolute Legends in this game. It's 11-6. It's not absolutely one-sided, but here comes the TP mid. Earthshaker will be in position. He does fissure. Misses most of the heroes, though. Arcane Boots, 1,000 gold. He's getting very close to his Blink Dagger. Very close for this point in time. And the Power Shot will clear the rest of the creep wave. Running away now. Pops his Phase Boots and Wind Run. It's going to grab the top rune there. Nice pickup from that. Priest of the Moon still being aggressive on the top lane. 2 levels of leap with the Phase Boots. And Muzukun swinging to the mid lane, also going for the same idea as the Invoker, going for the fast Force Staff here. And Link picking up the Robe of the Magi, probably going to start him off towards his Drum of Endurance. Still doesn't have his Bracer quite yet, but this is something that he can buy from the side shop, so he's been absolutely fine here. Can always invoke, what is it called? Ghost Walk, blah. Ghost Walk, there you are. Ghost Walk anytime he needs to, if he's getting chased. Snoopy now level 6 in the bot lane. His ult's going to be a little late here, but are we going to see the initiations? SK does back off, didn't necessarily see them coming. Quantic Link Force Staffing forward. A little bit of a waste though, but the wards go down. Going to see a fissure from Earthshaker in a second. The A ulti is going to land. Doesn't hit much of anyone there. Does hit Link, but that's about it. The bot tower taking a lot of damage. Godot in position to defend this, but Glyph gets popped. Now they have to clean up those wards. It's going to take 3 AA hits here. Leshrac coming in, going to double shot these though. He is decently farmed at least. And the push is ineffective. Track is on Invoker. We're going to see Black Shaitan go invisible. He's also going for a Drum of Endurance. There is a Sentry Ward in position from the Radiant team. I love this spot. When you're pushing this tower, you can see the smoke. People smoking from this way, as well as over here. It's just outside of tower range. You hear a Hex on somebody. It looks like a team fight in the mid lane. Muzukun in some trouble with the Windrunner. She does pop her Shackle, though, and the Power Shot is going to get Windrunner killed. Priest of the Moon will be able to clean up, though. Invoker in position as well. A ulti is going to land on Quantic Link. Sentry Wards get dropped, and the swap as well, putting him within the Sentry range. Nice job by Quantic. Burrow Strike as well as Epicenter, but Snoopy in a little bit of trouble now. Leshrac will stun. This could be it for the Priest of the Moon. It is indeed. He uses ulti just enough to get the burst damage. And there's the Echo Slam on Mania. Not going to get the kill. Snoopy almost survives there, but the haste is just a little bit too much. Leshrac still pursuing a little bit. He wants a kill. It's a little scary, though. He does drop the stun on the high ground. Wants to kill Invoker really bad, but now might be in some trouble. The fissure block is perfect. A stun from Venge as well. And the Deafening Blast. And Leshrac a little too overly aggressive. Tries to kill the Invoker and pays for it heavily there. 7 kill advantage now for Quantic Gaming. Let's see what their gold advantage is up to. 5k. Very high action game so far. Miguel pushing the top lane, gonna last hit that. He does have a Blink Dagger finished. Not gonna get his Black King Bark yet, just sitting on the Ogre Club. Quantic Rise now, level 9, 2 levels of Terror, 2 levels of Vengeance. Ori's got 900 gold in the bank, and Musica now pushing up as well. Shadow Shaman and Invoker swinging through the jungle. Drum of Endurance finished on Invoker. He's going to be healing up from this. He already has a level of Exhort, so you can use items or unit. Blah. Abilities like Deafening Blast. 0.75 knockback duration. Might as well be a stun. Not to mention disarms for 2.5 seconds. It's very significant. Hasn't used an EMP Tornado combo all game, surprisingly. Just focusing on Tornado as well as Cold Snap. And Earthshaker's going to deny tower mid. So, Absolute Legends gets their first tower, but it's a deny, so it's not quite as good there. Tough loss for them. Item coming to the Vengeful Spirit. He's going to grab some Sentry Wards. He does drop one down, but kind of a weird spot for a Sentry Ward. Really weird spot for a Sentry Ward. Don't know if they were expecting a Bounty Hunter. Could have. I mean, if you would just put it like right here instead. It's a dead ward. I guess it's dead anyways, but. TP out from the top lane. Invisibility still on Shadow Shaman. Drum of Endurance is finished on Bounty Hunter. See if he goes for a Battle Fury next. He still does have that Ring of Health. Lesha in position, no TP scroll, just phase, point booster in the wand. TP comes down. It's going to be Earthshaker. It's going to be looking for a Fissure from Darkness. He does have his ulti in 20 seconds. Another TP coming. This time Vengeful Spirit. Priest of the Moon ulti coming through. He's going to scout out a few heroes. They find the Venge and the SK. EMP goes down, draining mana out of the Leshrac. AoE as well. They initiate on Link. Link in some trouble. Snoopy does ulti but doesn't catch anything at all. And they will be able to shatter on the Invoker. Weird team fight. Black Shaitan gets picked off. But the rest of the Dire team, Absolute Legends, able to pick off the Invoker. There's a swap as well. Musica in some trouble. Eats a Fissure. Easy pick off. Nicely done by Quantic. They actually do a 3-for-1 trade. It was kind of weird. It was basically a big jumble of teamfights. Earthshaker, man, denies all day. Denying Master here. Drops that down. So basically what happened was, Absolute Legends jumped on the Invoker. They killed him. Took a little bit of doing, but they got him. And Black Shaitan changed targets. He went on somebody else and then fought the entire Radiant team with the Leshrac. Leshrac got picked off. He got EMP'd. His mana is very, very sacred here. And unfortunately for him, just got really screwed over. Snoopy on the top lane now. Going to clear up the small creep camp. Bracer is going to finish the wand semi-soon. But man, they need a lot of arcane boosts to fight against that EMP. Such a pain in the butt. And of the heroes that may carry it, Ancient Apparition, most likely. Going to probably see one on Sand King for sure. And sometimes we see Leshrac go arcane boots. But if he does solo like this and goes a little bit more farm, generally more likely to go for point booster. I'm sorry, for phase boots. He's actually going to try to get a really fast Aghanims this game. He does pick up 2 levels of Pulse Nova. That's something that we don't often see on Leshrac. Usually we see them maxing out all 3 skills right off the bat, but I think this is a little bit smarter here. It does leave you a lot more potential when your mana is very full. At the very least, your AoE huge, but they're going to catch Black Shaitan in the mid lane. He may go invisible. Is he going to survive? I cannot believe it. Actually survives there. Arrow's going to come through. He's going to dodge it. Did not pop his wand. And was not going to see a Fissure from Earthshaker, I guess. So he ends up surviving, just barely. That was really close. Ulti's coming mid to stop the push. It's going to clear the creep waves out just a little bit. There's the Alacrity. Going to do a lot of physical damage. Wards dropped as well. They want this tower. No mana left on Shadow Shaman, but it doesn't matter. Nobody's here to defend it. Glyph is popped. Bleak is now pushing the top lane. He's going to clear this out most likely with his stun, and there it goes. Another TP coming. Quantic wants to defend their towers. He does Alacrity. Is he going to Force Staff past? There's the Tornado. Not going to catch him. And Bleak will make it out. Good attempt there. Link making it a little bit of a mistake from the Alacrity. I don't know if he planned to do that or not, but does give him good attack speed, but was not able to get the kill. Musica now in the enemy jungle. Giant circle drawn on the map as well. And Ancient Apparition level 8. Sanking up to level 8 as well. Double Bracer on him. Knows he's under farm. There's the smoke. There's actually, oh, that's a Shadow Shaman. I was like, there's somebody to gank right next to them. Drum of Endurance Aura doing good work here. We'll see which way they go. There is actually a Sentry Ward down by Roshan. He did not predict the Observer Ward placement, but that's okay. And they're going to swing on down to the enemy jungle. Musica is still in position. He's got a Force Staff. Are they going to find him? They might be jumping on Priest of the Moon, who does have a Mantle style, so he will have some methods of survivability. But they're not going behind. Oh, here they come. Ancient Apparition will scout out the Shadow Shaman. Not going to get the Shackle, but he will get the Stun. That's going to be it for Shadow Shaman. He gets picked off immediately. Stun as well as a lot of burst damage out of the Leshrac. The Leap is going to get him away. The arrow is going to miss on Ancient Apparition, but he will still go down. Earthshaker dies as well. Leshrac trying to do everything he can before he dies. He will stun on Quantic Link. He's still alive. I can't believe it. Tornado up in the air, but that'll score the kill. And the stun from Snoopy is going to be in a lot of trouble. He doesn't even get his ulti off there. And he will not back off. 3 for 2, not worth it for Absolute Legends. They're so far behind in gold, it's just tough to win these team fights. Won't get the Shackle off. Might see a stun now from Vengeful Spirit, but Musica now running away. There's a Cold Snap, and the stun as well. He's in a lot of trouble there. Taking a little bit more damage. Force Staff away. He does have a bottle, but the Ice Wall from Link is going to get the Disable off, and they do get that kill. Bounty Hunter will end up surviving. Yeah, jukes into the bottom trees. No sentries on the ground. And he will make it off. He's thinking about going on somebody. Everybody pretty low HP, but there's 3 heroes, man. It's so dangerous. Black Shaitan may back off. Godot in the mid lane. Pushing up now. Level 8. Rise backing up as well. And Link doing the same. Everybody pretty farmed. How's the gold graph looking? 75 gold advantage, and let's look at the farms. How are the farms? 109 CS on Mirana. We have 91 on Shadow Shaman, 83 on Link playing that Invoker, and 27 on Venge as well as 25 on Mania. Mania has 14 assists, man. He is destroying this game so far. Dire Team 101 on Musica, 89 on the Leshrac, but he's 2-5 and 4. 77 on Bounty Hunter, and there's the gank coming after Bleak. He does get shackled, stunned from Mania as well. He's going to drop the Fidger down. And the stun as well as from Venge, and not much he can do about that one. Survivability is just not up there. He does have the Ogre Club, but just not going to be enough to keep him alive. Back in the jungle, Snoopy trying to pick up that camp that he stacked, or that A stacked a long time ago, and he will actually get that. Only 1 level of Caustic Finale to help him in his farming. Still just regular boots all over the place. Windrunner with a headdress, no mechanism. Daytime they will spot out. Vengeful Spirit's level 13. I can't believe it. He will swap from range. Almost going to get it off, but will not score it. How is Vengeful Spirit level 13? Don't ask me, guys. It's ridiculous. It's like the same level as Invoker. What is happening? Earthshaker also level 13. Just a giant level advantage for the Radiant team. They will clean up the tower, no problem at all. Only 1 tower remaining for Absolute Legends once that's done. Their farm advantage is going to be pretty significant. Farm disadvantage, sorry. Musica trying to push the mid lane though. Will he TP out? He's going to pop some phase boots. It's like Black Shaitan also farming the jungle. Still just a ring of health on him. He's going to pick up an Ogre Club. Possibly going for a fast Black King Bar. It's going to give him a little bit of damage as well as survivability. And Absolute Legends hiding in the base. They don't really know where the Dire team is, or the Radiant team, sorry. Bleak continued to get last hits. He's going to try to get that Aghanims as fast as possible. I think he's going to be picking up stats now. Not going to be getting lightning at all. Just opting straight for heavy stats. Edict and Stun are good to go, but wants to go for these stats, just so he can ulti longer. If his mana pool is higher, if his HP is higher, it makes it less dangerous, especially once he gets that Aghanim Scepter. He's going to dish out damage a lot faster, or at least a decent percentage faster. And that might make the difference. I think it's still going to be a really tough win here for Absolute Legends if they want to take the win, but it's possible. Bounty Hunter will scout a couple guys. Probably not going to jump on either of these. They don't actually have any invisible detection, but still a dangerous situation. Invoker now with Point Booster very close to his Aghanim Scepter. Only 1100 away. Once he grabs that, man, it's pretty much over. Surprising, Link not going to max out Wex this game. Opted for semi-early Wex, used the EMP when appropriate. There's a track on the Vengeful Spirit. But he didn't really want to go all in with his Wex abilities. Spreading it out pretty evenly now. May pick up a 4th Quas and Exhort. I'm expecting that to be the case. And he's going to be able to do Forged Spirits as well for some good minus armor and focus fire. Much more equalitarian Invoker build, that's for sure. TP Scrolls being purchased. See if Link picks one up as well, most likely. And Earthshaker in position. He's got a Gem of True Sight, Blink Dagger, as well as Arcane Boots. And that Smoke of Deceit. Absolute Legends roaming towards the top lane now. Did do a little bit of counter warding here a while ago. Musica does have his buckler, but still needs 300 gold to get the mechanism. They're not even going to try to defend this tower. They know they can't defend the tower. They're just going to let Quantic take the outers. They can try to push top at least. AA will ulti the bot lane. It's going to actually do decent damage, despite only being level 1. And for once, they're going to take a top tower. Diabolic Edict was not used quite yet here. He will probably stun this wave, Diabolic Edict, and take the tower. Unless he's going to save it, we'll see there. But they're going for the Rax. They're saying, oh, you guys want to take our tier 1? We're going to take your Rax tower, and it's going to drop immediately. There's the glyph. There's the swap. He goes invisible, stunned as well. Tornado going down. He's still invisible, but he's going to get killed. I don't know what had vision. Sentry Ward Dust doesn't matter, but he's dead. Tower does drop. Trading the 1 for the 3 is not worth it, guys. I don't think they thought Quantic had the nerve, but they did go for it. Looking to take the melee barracks now, very, very likely to do so, and they will take the melee barracks at 29 minutes. There's the Cold Feet now, and Shadow Shaman. Stun goes down on Vengeful Spirit. There's the Chaos Meteor doing a lot to Bleak, but he's going to run on through. Echo Slam goes down, not contributing a whole bunch, but Godot looks to be in a little bit of trouble. Shackle on Bleak now. Black King Bar on the Shadow Shaman with invisibility by Snoopy, and they're actually going to defend this, only trading 1 for 1. Gondorf Revenge, not a good trade, but they did lose the melee racks, and it could have been worse. Could have lost their whole team there. Going to back on up. Not a horrible defense by Ale, but man, 2,600 gold on Leshrac. He actually has his Egg and Scepter, Blade of Alacrity, as well as a Mystic Staff. Not a Mystic, a Staff of Wizardry. It's going to score him that. Mania still farming up to 1,500 gold now. And Bleak not quite spending his mana. Will continue to get some last hits. A little interesting. No Lightning Storm on Leshrac at all. Makes his farming a little bit more difficult, not able to just spam that down easily. And he's actually going to buy a Black King Bar, opting not to go for the Egg and Scepter. My misread, sorry about that, guys. Picks up the Point Booster to get the survivability. And a little bit of Mana Pool. Picks up the Ogre Club and immediately grabs the old Black King Bar. So he's going to be able to ignore Invoker. He's going to be able to ignore Earthshaker. Pretty much everybody on the Radiant team. Not going to be a problem, except for any right-click damage coming out of the Priest Moon, which is actually pretty significant now with that Manta style as well as the Demon Edge. It's going to be tough for Leshrac to survive against that. And there's the Black King Bar picked up. It's going to be hopping in these team fights, dropping the Pulse Nova, spending his mana, doing a ton of damage. Literally, a lot of damage. His mana pool is very high. If he's not getting stunned, he's not getting EMP'd, and his mana is full at a team fight. He's going to be doing a Pulse Nova for a long time. Mana per second is 60. It's doing 144. We might see something significant come out of the Leshrac here in the upcoming team fights. It's going to be tough, but they have the possibility. Bounty Hunter, still far away from his Black King Bar, has been dying a little bit too much for that one, but doing their best, man. Backing up into the one place there aren't wards guaranteed. It's like they're a little unsure where they want to go. Earthshaker now clearing the creep waves. There's the blink. Nice blink, as well as the Force Staff Shackle Arrow almost landing on Musica, but there's the blink disabled by Miggle. Could be a bad situation with the Black King Bars. Well, Miggle a little unsure where he wants to go, but Bounty Hunter's going to go straight onto him. Backing off now. Leshrac doing a ton of AoE damage with that Black King Bars going right after Link. Link actually taking a pretty good amount of damage now. Bleak clearing the rest of the creep wave, but the Epicenter from Sand King not hitting anything. Echo Slam comes down from Earthshaker. Good Shackle Shot, but Windrunner drops. Snoopy in some trouble as well, and Leshrac now running away. Will he survive? The arrow's going to miss him, but Godot in a lot of trouble. The Cold Snap is going to get that kill, and I think Leshrac likely to die as well. There's the Sunstrike, not going to predict it, but nice job by Mania. Cleans up. 3 for 2. I don't know if there are buybacks. Bounty Hunter's still alive, I think. Possibly bought back. Yeah, Bounty Hunter dies and buys back there in that team fight, trying to contribute, but spending his money, still not going to get any closer to farmed. And I think Quantic's going to probably win this game here. They just need to take a double Rax, or just finish the whole game off. There's 3 heroes dead. The most powerful hero on the Dire team right now is Leshrac. We haven't got a single good Epicenter off from Sand King. Their trialing absolutely did not work out here. Tower taking good damage. Yes, indeed, he does have 4 levels of Exhort and Quas. Double Forged Spirits. Arrow comes through, not going to land. And it looks like the tower will get dropped. Mirana gets the last hit. Tornado's going to miss. Stun from Sand King. A ulti comes through. Can actually miss everybody here. And now melee Rax taking a little bit of damage. Still so much gold advantage. 14k now for Quantic. The game is almost a surefire win at this point. Miguel's going to clear a couple creep camps as well. A few more nukes coming through. Link does have his Egg and Scepter, 1,800 gold on top of that. Will he get some mana regen? I don't even know if he needs it. He's got 1,400 gold. You can cast like 10, 20 spells, something ridiculous like that. Some of these aren't even that expensive. Forge Spirits was only 75, I think. What's that was? Alacrity. Yeah, Deafening Blast and Chaos Meteor will definitely drain your mana, that's for sure. Disable from that up to 1 second, 3 knockback. I'm sorry, 1 knockback, 3 second disarm. And Chaos Meteor doing 100 damage a second now. Hitting hard. Especially if you run with it. Burn DPS sitting at 20. Snoopy clearing the bot lane. Still does not have his Arcane Boots. No Black King Bar Arcane Boots in sight for them. And Bleak continuing to get last hits, level 15, just about to hit his 3rd level of ulti. It's going to increase his damage from that by 44%. Draining a little bit more mana, but could make a big difference. Track on Link. He's got so much HP, 1700 here. This is just such an uphill fight here for Absolute Legends. Arrow comes through. It's going to land on Muska. This is so bad. 5 second disable. They will follow up on this. RBC the Cold Snap. There's the Deafening Blast as well as Chaos Meteor. He will get forced F out, but he still dies. Miguel goes in, drops the wards. Tornado as well. Bleak doing as much damage as possible. And Invoker almost ends up dying there, but not going to happen. He does have a full wand. Get a couple hits off. Pop your wand. No, he does get Hex, and he's going to get picked off before he gets his wand. Full wand not used. Mania come in to get a couple hits in. Black Chiton's dropped. 4-0. AL calls good game. And we're going to game 3. It's tied up, guys. Absolute Legends won the first game. Quantic taking the next game. And we are about to go on here. Very, very well played by Quantic. Great laning. Definitely outlaned. Had better lanes than AL. They stopped the tri-lane aggressiveness against the Invoker. They weren't able to get kills with the SK, with the Leshrac, with the Ancient Apparition. And that just screwed them over completely. Completely shut them down. Bounty Hunter did great on the top lane, but that is not enough to take the win. And we're going to see a disconnect in just a second, guys. Coming back in a second with Game 3. If you guys are watching on the YouTube VODs, I will put the link now, approximately. And that's it. So Game 2, best of 3, 1-1. Be back in just a second, guys, with Game 3. Don't go anywhere.